Hello my friends from YouTube, how are you? Hope that you are having a great time in Arena. And today I am here with a new kind of video, not a draft, not an arena run, but a guide on how you should pick to get the best results with the classes. And we have here win rate currently updated today from the worst Demon Hunter with a 39.8 to the first class 55.4 Mr. Shaman. This class, I think it needs a little bit of nerf. It's quite powerful, they have every answer, but more of that later. Now let's talk about Demon Hunter, the worst class, and what you should pick to make your life a little bit more bearable if you are brave enough to pick Demon Hunter, of course. So in the past, Demon Hunter was all about the wolves. Today is still about the wolves and the discovery of wolves. The problem is that they are very much inconsistent to get the discovery of wolves. But if you are lucky enough, of course, to go into the Demon Hunter draft and you get a bunch of Illidari studies, you have some chances to discover. Of course, the chances are lower now because they have like 9, I think, outcast things that you can discover cards. So the chances of wolves are very, very low now. Well, not low enough, of course, but lower than usual. Okay, so 2 days ago I got an arena run with Demon Hunter. I got 4 Illidari studies and a wolf. I managed to go to 8 wins with the class. I even improved it like 0.5%, not even kidding. So yeah, if you pick and if you are lucky enough to get the discovery of wolves and a pair of wolves, you are good. I think that's the way an Illidari should be helpful. Again, draw, some removals, weapons. Yeah, the class has some decent things, but some very bad ones, so that's why it's on the bottom. Plus, even if you get the wolves, even if you get the discovery of wolves, these other classes have so much removal, so many ways to come back, and they laugh in your face when they see the wolves. Alright, let's go to the next class, the priest. Quite a big difference, almost 6% in win rate. And I wouldn't say like priest. Still number 10, 45.5%. But at least it's not the last class like it used to be. So priest. What should you pick when you see priest? You should pick Discovery of Dragons, the 1 mana spell that discovers dragons. Then steal, copy cards from the opponents, aka the one to the quick draw gets a spell from the opponent's deck. It's absolutely amazing and needed. 1 or 2 copies of that card, it's very good. Then the 4 mana spell that deals damage, 10 damage, and gets you 1 mana that deals the rest of it if you have left damage. The 3 mana that copies a card and it costs 1, a minion. That's super helpful. I played 2 days or 3 days ago against the guy. He had 4. I was like, yeah, well, I guess I lost. And indeed I lost. It was close, but 4 of those really helped. I think those are the main things that you need to see and to pick with priest. The cards that will help you get some games. I think that you can get to 7+ with the class if you are a good, decent priest player. Dose of Coffee gets 12s. He's the priest main, by the way. So yeah, this is Priest in a nutshell. Copy cards, steal from the opponent, and good removal. Of course, if you want to go with the build of, if you are lucky, to get the 3 mana celestial thing, it's another way. It's another way. Okay, this is position 10. Now we go to Lady Mage. Lady Mage. Okay, Jaina. 45.8% win rate. Jaina is all about the RNG. If the RNG is with Jaina, it's unstoppable. And most of the time it's not, but when it is, it's very hard to defeat her. So in the class you want to see the 5 mana 5/4 that casts a spell, a random spell 5+. Usually that one helps a lot. The book, the 3 mana Molten Rune, of course if you are lucky to get it. The freezes with Excavate, very helpful as well. And of course then we get to the high amount of mana, the discovery of dragons, and deal 10 damage and summon 8 drop. Yeah, those are the things that you want to see. Of course you need to build a deck around those cards to get there, to use your advantage of RNG, and then you will be able to win some nice games and have fun, because we all know how fun Mage is. Alright, moving on to Mr. Druid, 46.6% win rate. Druid can go with two kind of decks in Arena. One is Dragons with Renestra. Yeah, I think it's Renestra. But that one is, you need one of a kind, and usually one of a kind decks are kind of weak. The exception, of course, is Shaman with the Doctor, but Shaman is on another level, so let's talk about Druid, what it can do. Dragons is a way you'll get some consistent wins, buff dragons, draw dragons from the deck, cheat mana with the dragon, spray Renestra, win the game. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Usually it's not gonna happen like that, but if you are lucky enough, it will. Then the second one is choose 2 cards. Choose 1 card that you're gonna get with the 3/4. Discover, choose 2. Choose 1 and you choose both, so you're gonna get the 7 mana, summon 3 5/5s, and you buff them, you go face. Most of the deck can deal with it. If Shaman wasn't here, of course Druid will be a little bit higher. I am sure Shaman is just amazing. It's gonna put a stop to those kind of plays. That's one of the way that you can win. Another fringe way a little bit that I don't see too much play in Arena is the ramp and buff the entire deck with 10 mana for 4. That can be helpful. I got the 7 or 8 wins like that, but usually the game will not gonna give you those cards too often, and if it does, you're gonna die before that, so it's hard to build that kind of deck. Alright, let's move to Warrior. Warrior, my enemy, my nemesis in Arena. I don't like where Warrior is, because I am more of a fan go face and let the opponent trade with Warrior. But that was the pirate in me. Okay, so the Warrior now is all about the discover of towns, buff the towns. If you get the 2 mana, discover 2 towns, probably 2 copies of that, you are doing fine, because one of those cards is gonna give you the 3/4 that buffs your towns by 2+2, and you can put a lot of stats fast on the board and kill them, or just outvalue them with discovers again. How it's called, the 1 mana studies that gives you a rush. Most of the time is gonna give you RBO, and RBO, we all know how good it is. Plus, you can play it on 9, so even better. Plus, they have good removal, the best removal in the game for 3 mana, in my opinion. Bellowing Flames, what can you do? And board clears, yeah, warriors are about towns removal. Towns removal go face after they don't have anything. Yeah, that's warrior in a nutshell. Or you can go with the excavate and Bran, but those kind of decks usually don't really go well because you need multiple copies of good removals. Alright, let's go to Paladin. Paladin is interesting. I played it today, didn't really perform. I still need to, well, I think, no, I got a 6 or 7. It was fine. I faced 2 or 3 shamans and I lost, but if I didn't face those shamans and if they weren't amazingly lucky, we would have got like 9 wins with that deck. It was a fine deck with buff, the hand. Okay, so Paladin is basically the 3 mana 2/4 buffing the hand, then the bridge to buff more things that you are playing, just to get outstanding stats on the board and kill them like that, or outstanding stats plus the Wind Fury excavate thingy that is available in Shaman as well, to burst them down with the Wind Fury. Those are the things that work in Paladin. Dragons works, but in my last 2 or 3 drafts I didn't get any discovery of dragons. Unlucky, what can you do? But still 49% is very close to the green, so that's good. Let's move on to Death Knight, one of my favorite classes to play in Arena. Just got a 12th win with a rainbow. I hope you see it. If not, it's there on YouTube, of course. So yeah, Dead Knight is interesting. It was for position for a lot of time. It was doing good in 1 or 2 or 3 at the worst. Now is on 5 with a 49.3. So yeah, the consistency of the cards is not really there. Some losses on the power cards. Blood doesn't really work because Blood worked in a meta when there weren't so much value and removal, and you will just outlast them and kill them with your munchers and other things like weapons. Nowadays that doesn't work. Didn't see a Dead Knight with blood in the high amount of wins, like double blood. But I got a 12 win with Rainbow, so a little bit of everything with Reska, with the book, really helped, and it was an amazing deck, almost a 12-0. If not the freaking priest that stole every good stuff that I had and used it against me. That's priest. What can you do? So you can, I think that the best way that you can get consistent wins with the class is Frost. Either double Frost, Unholy, or triple Frost. You can get away with double Frost Blood, I guess, as well, but Frost is the way to remove, to discover, to just be a step ahead of your opponent and to just overwhelm him. Sometimes they just can't, they don't have the time to do much, and that's why Frost is the way to go with Dead Knight. But it's quite rare to get a deck like that. Alright, let's move to my favorite and my best win rate class, Hunter. Ooh, Hunter is interesting. Hunter is all about the beast, the buzzards. If you get some buzzards, you are in the money. So buzzards, but not big beasts. A little bit of 4 mana 3/3s with multiple buzzards. Even the 3 mana cow can work as well. So basically sticky minions with dead rattles and buff. If you have some secrets, if you have the 2 mana dude 1/4 helps a lot. The 1 mana discover the 4/1s, very nice card. Yeah, just stickiness and you're gonna win a lot of games. Because Hunter has a lot of damage and yeah, it's a fun class. I know how to build the decks, I know how to build my board and win. Very good one. 50.02. Good position for Hunter, good position. Alright, moving on to the third position. So now we are in the money, now we are in the podium. Rogue. Rogue is one of the best classes, the most fun. Yeah, and it's doing great. I'm happy to see it. One of my favorites. Rogue is all about the discoveries, man. Rogue has so much discoveries, it's unreal. And picking Rogue in Arena, you can't go wrong. Even if you don't have like a 7+, you'll still gonna get so much fun. So much discoveries and comeback and yeah, amazing. Puts a smile on my face. So with Rogue, I don't think that you can go wrong with Rogue. Just pick the good cards, the 1 mana discover, outcast discover, quick draw minions or spells, very helpful, needed. 2 mana discover a dead rattle minion, it costs 2 less, super nice spell. Draw, removal, max, discover spells from other classes or cards. Just a well-made class right now for Arena and fun. So yeah, 51.3. It's very nice. Moving on to Warlock. Warlock was the MVP, the best class in Arena for quite a bit of time now. It's all about the sludges with Warlock. If you are lucky enough to get sludges and waste removals, some synergies between them, you are doing great. If those cards do not appear, well, it's not a 52%, it's probably a 48 or even lower, I will say. So if you don't see the sludges and the waste removals, you don't have them in the deck, don't beat yourself when you're not gonna get the 7, but because it's hard. It's all about those cards. So yeah, sludge, you see it, you pick it, synergies, you're just gonna out value. Overwhelm your opponent with your good synergies. Alright, and now we are here on the first position with Mr. Shaman. Shaman Yaman. Alright, look at that. 55.4%. I don't even think that Shaman has bad spells or bad minions. Everything is going its way now. From discovering from the minion the 1/2 that discovers an overload, for the 1 mana that discovers a nature spell, and if you play it you're gonna get another one. From the 4 mana cavern below, that card, if you play it on 4, I don't think that you can lose. Most of the time those things are enough, if your deck doesn't suck, to win the game. 4 mana summon 3/4s that cannot be dispelled. You cannot do anything around it. You're just gonna have to deal with those 3/4 beasts, elementals that freeze. Another freaking thing freezes. It's not like it's good enough that you are summoning so many stats for 4 mana, and not all of the sudden. So you summon 3/4/4s, 3/4s. Okay, well, I'm gonna have a removal, I'm gonna use it, bye bye. No, you need to deal every single turn. And you can play other minions as well, so yeah. Very good spell, very needed. If you see it, pick it. You cannot go wrong with that one. And then moving to the removal, single target removal, deal 8 damage, and excavate once if you have the 2 mana spell, reverberation. No, reverberation? That I don't know how this is called. I think it's reverberation. Yeah, if you have the 2 mana spell, you do it. You target 3 minions, you kill them, and you get super close to your to the legendary. And the legendary excavation is quite well, quite nice. Transform the board, your side, yeah, your side into minions that cost 3 more. So even the totems will gonna be 4 drops, yeah. But yeah, it's not really about that card. That card is a bonus, to be honest. You don't go on the quest to find it like in Rogue to find the excavate minion. That helps a lot. This one is a bonus basically. Plus the Wind Fury excavate as well. It's very hard to withstand the Shaman. And then good removal, like 7 mana, deal 6 damage to all the board and summon a 6/6. Okay, most of the things will gonna have 6 or below. If something is above, no problem, you can remove it with a 0 mana spell or a 1 mana spell. So yeah, Shaman has every answer in the book, plus healing, minions that heal the mountain, the hex, the 1 mana transform minions into like the shooting stuff. Oh my god. Yeah. They have a lot. It's a little bit problematic because they have so many things. The way to fix it is to lower the amount of cards offering or amount of class cards. That should be the way. Like you see it in Warlock. It got lowered, it dropped from a 56 to a 52, and probably it's gonna go lower depending. Alright, so this is my take. These are the cards and spells that you should pick, and you're gonna get some wins. I am sure. I have faith in you, my friends. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and we're gonna make another one like this when the meta change, when the new expansion will gonna be launched. By the way, what do you think about those cards? Do you like them? I think that it's gonna be good content for us to make, even for constructed. So yeah, if you liked and if you think that it was helpful, please drop a subscribe or like. These things will gonna help the channel a lot. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hope that you're gonna get Shaman. If you get Shaman, pick it, learn it to play it well. You're gonna get 7 guaranteed. If you are brave enough, try to pick these other classes and see if you can get some nice wins. Alright, my friends, take care, have fun, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.